Hello YouTube. While most fountain pen nibs are tipped with a piece of hard-wearing alloy material to extend the working lives, there have always been untipped nibs, even today. During the dip pen era, nibs were stamped and shaped out of thin sheet steel. When one got worn out, it is discarded and replaced by a new one. This doesn't work well with the fountain pen, so the manufacturers try to make the nibs last longer. At first, small nuggets of naturally occurring iridium, that's a metal similar to platinum, were welded to the tip and then ground to shape. Later on, artificially made pellets of various alloys became a more consistent option, and they're still generally called iridium. In the least expensive or specialist pen nibs, tipping is often absent for cost or technical reasons. For very broad or italic nibs, there's usually no tipping as the pellets are spherical and cannot cover the required width. If the aim is to cut costs by foregoing tipping and relying on the nib steel material to make contact with the paper, there are a couple of ways to do it. If they can make the nib from sufficiently thick sheet steel, the tip can then be sculpted into the appropriate shape for writing. The Chinese makers often did that, and here are some examples. The Jingwen and Zhongzhou are of course relatively recent, and the Rockman 50 is over 80 years old and still holding quite well. Certainly, with all these things being equal, an untipped steel nib would wear faster than a tipped one. On these pens, the tines are often made to be quite long and slender for the purpose of preserving the writing experience. But if thinner sheet steel is desired for nib making, then this method would not work. And there are several ways to get around it. One of the most successful methods is to make a bulge on the side of each tine, and they're folded down to create the nib profile. The long-defunct Roll Tip company in England, along with a couple of others, made vast quantity of low-end pens with nibs like that, and this method has been with us ever since, such as the relatively new Platignum, Stypen, and Montex examples. One needs to know that price doesn't invariably relate to performance. In fact, a lot of these untipped pens are excellent writers. It is the worry that they might not last that makes them seen as less desirable and low-end for that matter. But to be realistic, unless you cover a couple of dozen pages every day, these pens should last for a very long time, especially those made out of thicker steel stock. So they might open up new possibilities to enjoy the fountain pen after all. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be back again soon. Bye for now.